Alright, so I am making my muffins. I haven't done a video on these yet. So, in this bowl here, as you can see, I got 2 cups of flour. Right now I'm using the organic all-purpose flour. Get the milk out of the way there. We got 2 cups of flour. We got 3/4 cup of sugar. We got 3 teaspoons of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, and I use the organic salt. It's a good salt. And that's all that's in this one. Then we got a large egg, which come from our chickens out back. I know that's organic for sure. Beat the egg. Look at that. Nice and yellow. That's what our girls give us. So with that, I'm gonna add a cup of milk. All right. Then a 1/4 cup of oil. I'm using olive oil. Fill that bad boy up. Right about there. Over here, I'm gonna pause. All right, that was quick. I'm gonna mix that oil, milk, and egg. Mix that all together. And this one, Jamie's been wanting to try cherry muffins. So we got ourselves some pitted cherries right here. And I'm gonna do those. So the mixture, what I do with that flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, I just use a whisk and not dry mix it. Make a well in the middle of it, best as I can. And then I'm gonna dump this mixture in here. And then I gotta do this quick. It says to do it quick. I'm gonna put that in there like that. Let's make sure we get all of it. All that eggy goodness. All right, and I'm gonna mix that bad boy up. There we go. And it's going to be pretty thick, usually is. But if it's too thick for you, I usually either add a little bit more milk and a little bit more oil. So once that's that's actually a perfect consistency. Get you up in there. There you go. That's all good. All right, now I'm going to fold these cherries up in here. There's a little bit of juice, that's all right. Here to color it up a little bit. And I'm not going to be too rough with it. And just adding your fruit, bananas, apples, strawberries, blueberries, whatever you add. If you add a bunch like I just did here, that really adds up to your how many cups you're going to make, how many muffins you're going to make. So this recipe actually is calling to make 12. I've never gotten just 12 out of this recipe, ever. It's always 18 minimum. But while we were out today, we went to Cracker Barrel. So look at that. It's all nice and full up in there. That's actually a real good consistency. I like that. So I went to Cracker Barrel and let me get a napkin. And I got a new pan. I know this is a biscuit pan. And I think it's going to be perfect for muffins. So just to show you, this is my normal pan I use for muffins, which is great, but kind of a pain in the ass to clean out. There's a special like a scrubber you have with these. You don't use soap, but that's all right. So I'm gonna get these all greased up and we'll come back and load them up, get them ready for the oven. All right, so I got it all greased up. Of course I use real butter. I went ahead and did this one too because I know I'm gonna need it. I like to use a big spoon. Get it off with my mixing fork. Doing that. And I'll put this over here. And let's fill these bad boys up. Let's see what we got going on here. Do a little bit. I won't bore you with filling all of these up. We'll just do a couple here. And I'll use that other spoon usually to scrape her on out. They say to fill up your cups 3/4 of the way full, but my last batch really didn't rise too much, so let's see what we can do here. I'm just going to fill them and add if we need. How about that? Nice and sticky. Add a little bit more to that one. Pat it all down. Let's go over this way a little bit. I don't know how the cherries are going to end up being in here, but it can't be bad, right? I mean, it can be, but we'll see what happens. But I got the oven preheating, and let's see what we got going on here. So I'll come back when we're ready to get her in the oven. And yeah, I think I'm gonna fill them all up, all of these. I'm gonna have a lot of cherries in there. I hope she likes cherries. And things we do for our loved ones. Well, shit, I might not even need to fill that one up. I think we're going to end up being good. The cast iron is the way to go. I love cast iron. We cook cast iron almost exclusively now for everything. And it is definitely the way to go, in my opinion. A little bit of that batter on top of that one. I think that's going to be fine for those. And then I'll just fill up these. It gets a bit messy. A little bit of a cleanup after a bake's on the top there, but I ain't scared of a little bit of cleanup. A little cleanup never hurt nobody. Except for dirty people. All right. Yeah, she's gonna be good. Yeah, heck yeah. And you always leave yourself some batter where you can scrape up and eat at the end. Ain't nothing like some raw batter. Makes you feel like a kid again. Mom be up there making something, and all of us kids, there was 6 of us, all waiting around. They all wanted the bowl. It's my turn to lick the bowl. He had it last time. Struggle was real. The struggle was real. All right, that's almost gonna be full there. Let me use the best tool known to cooking man, and get all this. Scrapes that bowl nice and clean. Get all the extra batter. Perfect, perfect. But you don't want to be too good. Again, you need to be able to lick some of this batter. Let's do that. And I'll scrape some of that off. We'll have a couple small ones, that's all. That's all right, we might have some little people come visit us. All right, and that's just gonna be what it is. Okay, try to clean that up a little bit. I know these if I could take some out of that, but I'm not going to. I gotta do it. Not bad. Get some on my mustache. Later on, I'll have some of that. All right. Put that there. There is a little bit more I can steal. I know I'm boring you guys. Love doing it. Love doing it. And it's so super quick and easy to make, really, to be honest with you. I'm gonna use the fork. Be hygienic. I already licked all that other stuff. All right. That's gonna be as good as it's gonna get. All right, we'll put them in the oven and we'll come back when they're done. All right, we're back up. As you can hear, they're done. All right, I'm gonna take it out and we'll put it right on here just to get a look at it. And then we'll let me turn this off. Oh, there she is. Okay. There she is. I don't know if you can hear that, listen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Get these out. I like a nice crispy top, so that's perfect for me. That's how I butter them. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get these onto the cooling rack, and we'll have a nice bite of them here in just a few. Stand by. All right, they are all on the cooling rack. They're still hot. I'm just gonna grab a small one. I'm gonna get and cut her on open. Now let me open it up. Let me see if that's a good spot right there. Let's see if any steam comes out. I don't see any steam. But what did Paula Deen say? You can't do wrong with butter. Butter goes on everything. Put a little bit of that on there. Bon appetit. Sometimes I amaze myself. That's good. And if I can do this, anyone can do this. Make your own, put anything you want in there. You can even put lima beans. I don't care. That shit is good. I might even have to eat this one. I know the dogs want some. Sorry, let me keep on going. That's delicious. I could do this all day. But thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya.